Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and I've never seen this level of just implosion. Now, obviously, today we're talking about Pirate Software, and normally I wouldn't have followed this up because I feel like the Stop Killing Game stuff was where this kind of whole controversy started. So, for anybody that doesn't know, he had a pretty heavy misrepresentation of an amazing movement that really is meant to preserve all video games. And this is one of those things where, all of this could have been avoided if either a mana gem was used or a simple apology was given, right? Just a simple acknowledgement that,
Insufficient metal.
I'm going to
Expand and exterminate!
Now, because of all this, there's been so much controversy that people have been deep diving
where
into
to,
these,
Commander?
LinkedIn.
So
we
be
are
it.
doing professional audits at this point on an individual to make sure that they are actually the coder.
Give one us over with your fancy words and your coin.
Where, even if he says that, I don't really mention that I work for Blizzard.
I was watching a video that was critiquing you for mentioning you work at Blizzard so much. I literally never talk about it. When I worked at Blizzard, I did that for Blizzard. Blizzard, 7 years, yeah. Blizzard. I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment. Used to work at Blizzard Entertainment. Your red team's
Times of war are upon us. Civilian structure complete. Entering phase space.
He will very quickly remind you, yes.
Civilian structure complete.
I work for Blizzard Entertainment, Amazon Game Studios, and the United States Department of Energy.
Civilian structure complete. Mining upgrade complete. Item complete, Commander.
He really did work for Blizzard, and some would look at his LinkedIn profile and say he's probably more of a QA kind of guy.
Civilian structure complete. Comlink active.
I have read definitely.
Military research complete. Civilian structure complete.
Now, 20 years worth of experience, people have started to look more into his game Heartbound.
Civilian research complete.
Here, not necessarily to dogpile the guy, because I feel like there's a lot of that going on.
Civilian structure complete.
Game in earnest and kind of see if some of his mistakes were really
where
huge
to,
when it came
Commander?
coding, and kind of look at things with more context that I feel.
Our fleet has arrived at a phase jump inhibitor and is now
This
trapped.
Video game, okay? This is Heartbound. Now, Heartbound is one of 2 video games of Pirate Software. The other game he made was Champions of Breakfast, which apparently was pretty decently popular, but the big thing is Heartbound. Now, Heartbound is a game that released
Mining
on
upgrade
December of
complete.
2018. So it's been quite a while since this game has actually.
Times
been in
of
early
war
access.
are upon us.
Now, with an overwhelmingly negative review,
where
just
to,
because of
Commander?
all the controversy recently, I want to start off by saying that if you're gonna
Eradicate
drop a
those
negative
filthy
review on a
rats.
game, drop it on the merits. Don't just drop it because you hate the guy, because review bombing is never actually good.
We are
So,
entertaining
aside, if you want
offers.
to, I'm gonna at
Our
least
fleet
play
is under
the
attack.
because
Civilian
there's no
structure
fucking way that I'm
complete.
spending $13 on a game that has not materialized in goddamn forever.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Ended up doing something that a lot of indie games do not actually successfully do, which is raise funds. Now, this ended up raising $19,272 as of today, in amongst 684 backers. And if you scroll all the way down, ladies and gentlemen, some of the backers here have actually contributed at least $1,000.
Planet item complete. Comlink active.
In this game. So the reason why, again, this is a little important to cover too, is that this is also a project that has, money has been requested for it. And you might imagine that with this successful raising of funds, maybe Jason is going to actually release and complete this game. But it's been many years, and the game is, well, not really all the way to completion. And to give an idea, it's not as if the game is necessarily something that is so overly ambitious. If you ever played something like Undertale, for instance, it's really not that far off from that kind of a visual style, and even from the gameplay that I've played in the demonstration of it, it's a fairly written story. I'm not going to criticize it for that. It's animated really well. The actual, graphical style is pretty decent. The music is nice. The actual encounter that I had, the only gameplay where I actually had to deal with, enemies, was decently fun. There was just a mini-game based battle system, which I imagine is going to change depending on what I'm actually fighting throughout the course of the story. But for the most part, the actual gameplay is necessarily walking around and talking to characters, occasionally solving puzzles, and again, that one occasional fight, at least in the demo. I'm sure the full game probably has more to do, But the full game is also far from completion. Now, according to Jason